You know what I'm saying? But in a city like Atlanta, it's just Call of Duty, bro. Bunch of niggas carrying guns, bro. That's what it is. A bunch of guys carrying guns because it matches their outfit. And that's how I perceive it. So me coming here as a military member and seeing a lot of those. All right, so boom, coming to Atlanta, you're a veteran. A couple of things you might want to keep in mind, man. So Atlanta is pretty much, screw Atlanta actually. Georgia is pretty much semi-military friendly. It's not like Arizona. It's not like Texas. It's not like Cali. It's not like some of the other states that are like pro-military. So here are a couple of things outside of those benefits that we're gonna talk about real quick. All right, so Atlanta and gun control. I don't really care for like everybody's policies on guns, this and that, blah, blah. Military, you know, I'm used to Arizona, I'm used to Texas, you know, we believe in our firearms, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in having a firearm. All right, so coming to Georgia, and you're a veteran, and you think about like staying out here, a couple of things you want to have in mind. So I know one of my biggest things coming to Georgia, living in Atlanta, is gun control. That I don't mind people having or, you know, getting firearms, but I think a couple of things are needed for people to get firearms. I know for me, prior service, I understand that being a range coach and also, you know, dealing with firearm safety. And I don't think that people in Atlanta understand firearm safety. I think everybody understands that, yo, I got to get my piece, this and that, blah, blah, all that good stuff they see on social media, all that good stuff they see on TV or whatever. But nobody understands the consequences of having a firearm at all. Cause like, I'll give you a quick example. So I lived in North Carolina, I've lived in Arizona, I've lived in Texas, I've lived in multiple places in America, right? And one of the biggest things that I try to make myself aware of the gun laws in that city or state, just being aware of my surrounding area when it comes to me carrying a firearm. That shit does not apply in Georgia, at least to my, like, at least to what I'm exposed to. People don't even think about that. And I'll give you an example. So like, while living in North Carolina or this high concentrated areas where they have like colleges and pretty much college towns. While living in college towns, there are a couple of things that you have to keep in mind. Like carrying a firearm on a college campus is wild. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody like, yo, I'm entitled to my piece. I got my little carry, blah, blah, blah. Me knowing that it's not needed. I think that defense sometimes is the best offense. And some people will say, what I'm trying to get across is that like understanding where you can and cannot carry or understand what is appropriate, where it's not appropriate for you to carry goes a long way. So I'll give you an example. Part of Atlanta downtown is definitely part of Georgia Tech's campus and Georgia State's campus. And imagine getting pulled over on a college campus. Imagine getting pulled over on a college campus and you have a firearm. Another thing is that like coming from like a small town and all that stuff, like you know where the designated city area is and where the campus area is, you know where that's at. But in Atlanta, like everything literally migrates into the city. So you could be eating out at like, what's that, Varsity, and a block over literally is college campus. It might not be like college the way we look at the traditional college campus, but it might be a dorm that looks like an apartment complex that is attached to Georgia State or Georgia Tech's campus. So imagine getting pulled over there and you are technically on campus. That's a felony. You know what I mean? Like, so when it comes to open carry and all that stuff, being a veteran in Georgia, like it is kind of like tricky. And I don't believe that everybody here, though I believe people should be entitled to having a firearm and all that stuff, I also believe that there's a certain level of training that's needed for people to have firearms, especially living in Atlanta. I believe that there's so much fuckery going on or like stupidity going on that like people carry because it matches their outfit, not because like their life is in jeopardy or is in danger. Or my biggest thing, like I understand being in the military is that if I feel like I have to carry to go somewhere, then I shouldn't go. Me carrying is for self-defense, not me going somewhere knowing that I'm gonna need to carry there. At that point in time, I'm borderline being an aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the fact that I know that I feel like I need to carry going somewhere, I'm not going. Like, I'm past that point in my life where like, I'm knowing that this might put me in danger and I'm still gonna intentionally. Now, there's certain environments that you can't avoid, right? And I get that, but yo, like, Atlanta, everybody just carry for no reason. I'm not gonna say no reason, but everybody just carry. And there's no like underlying factor to or limitations of why or where they carry to. Everybody just carrying where everything is escalating. Things actually just been like, all right, my fault, cool, keep it moving. Everybody's just paranoid, everybody's trigger happy, and everybody just want to squeeze, not understanding the consequences that come with. And I was telling one of my friends that when they got a firearm, I was like, you do realize just because you're carrying does not mean that everything you do is gonna be self-defense. And just because you claim self-defense does not mean you walking out of jail. A lot of y'all don't have bail money. A lot of y'all don't have the common knowledge of, I might need to get a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand the consequences of carrying, where it just seems like, to me, it's like, it starts becoming disgusting, distasteful. You're a prior service member. You probably understand what I'm saying, where you start seeing certain things that's just nasty. Like, it irritates you. It makes your stomach turn because it's like, why? Why are you carrying, bro? We're at lunch, bro. Why are you carrying? Why are you flashing your firearm? We are at lunch. Certain things is just not needed, and I think that just being in an environment like Atlanta, coming here as a veteran and seeing just the firearm control and gun control out here, I think it's stupid. I think that people need to understand what they're doing and the consequences of what they're doing, especially when it comes to firearms. And they're not as educated as just civilians carrying firearms. But I'm starting to realize that those other states where Arizona, Texas, states that are like military friendly or there's a strong military presence there, the culture of gun safety has been pushed so much there too that everybody can carry, but not everybody's flashing their firearms and bow, bow, bow. No, it's not. It's not like that. They understand the consequences because a lot of them have that military or that training background where they understand what they're carrying and what is useful. You know what I'm saying? But in a city like Atlanta, it's just Call of Duty, bro. Bunch of niggas carrying guns, bro. That's what it is. A bunch of guys carrying guns because it matches their outfit. And that's how I perceive it. So me coming here as a military member and seeing a lot of those firearm laws, and not firearm laws, just open carry and people just carrying it because it matches their fit type things, is like, it's mad annoying. It's one thing that I'm struggling to get accustomed to, and I can't get accustomed to because it's just stupid to me, man. I think that a lot of the things that people carry for, I've heard people say that, oh yeah, I'm carrying the Peacemaker. Like, just don't go, bro. It ain't that deep, you know what I mean? So that's one of the biggest things that I've struggled with moving to Atlanta and being a veteran out here. It's just a lot of things are very, if you're gonna shoot at somebody, at least know how to shoot. You know what I mean? Like if you're carrying a firearm, at least know how to use it. Like it's just a lot of uneducated people when it comes to firearms. And that's something I can't seem to tolerate, or just something that can't sit well with me. But that's just one of my experiences being a veteran in Atlanta and living in Atlanta that I've been struggling with, and I'll do more as far as like the benefits of living in Atlanta as a veteran. It's not too many, so don't look forward to it. But actually, yeah, it's not too many, don't look forward to it. I ain't gonna lie. There are some benefits, so I'll let you guys know about. Like, subscribe to the channel if this video is definitely entertaining to you, and comment down below if you guys have the same struggles as a veteran living in Atlanta. And bye.